girl. All right, here we go. Good evening, good evening, good evening. It's Ruth Marquise. Welcome to Ruth in the Bag. Yeah. I know that y'all like it. Y'all like it, okay? I hear that settlement. I hear the song right in my house. It's very catchy. I love all of my little jingles, okay? So yeah, maybe I should make that a side hustle. I can create you a jingle. How are you today? If you're on here, say hi. If you're watching this on the replay, hashtag replay. Welcome to our money show. Welcome to our money show. While you guys are in on the journey, um, as we progress and learn and grow about money. Nobody proclaims to be an expert, but as you go through your journey, at some point you start knowing what you're talking about because you're actually living it and doing it. So just like Ruth and relationship, I have grown tremendously. I was like, what a good idea to do a money journey and a real estate journey with you guys. So make sure you check out yesterday's episode of Ruth and Real Estate. Ruth and Real Estate, Ruth and Real Estate, Real Estate. Today's the money show, and tomorrow is the Ruth and Relationship show. So thank you for joining. This is where we're going to break down poverty mindsets and build up wealth mindsets, pretty much, okay? And through participating with Ruth in the Bag, um, you will see a transformation in your you will see a transformation in your money story. Everybody has a money story. Everybody has a money story, right? What is yours? Are you going to stay the way you like? They say you're born looking like your parents and you die looking like your decision. You are born looking like your parents and you die looking like your choices. So what choices are you going to make to change your life? Every day we get up, why do we leave the house? Why do we go to work? Let's go get back to money. So let's get to the money, right? All right, guys. So let's get right into it today. All right. Sorry for the delay, by the way, for all those who wanted to start on time. Maybe next week. Had so many things going on. All right. Let's give a little review. I wanted to do a little review on the um, different topics that we have done so far. So let's give a little review on that. During our first episode, before I do I just did not pull up that screen. Give me a second. I have been doing fabulous, by the way. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited to share with you guys what's going on with me. I have so much good news. I don't even know what to do. I feel like a new person. Okay. Your girl feel like a new person. Shout out to me that I'm gonna get to it. What happened on social media with me? Let me get it there. I'm gonna get to it. Okay, stick in there, stick in there. All right, here you go, here you go. Get some popcorn, get some food, and let's do this. Okay, let's go back to Ruth in the Bag. Yeah. Episode number 1. I'm gonna give you a brief synopsis in case you want to go in and see what's up. Okay, so uh Black women and money problems. That was episode number 1. And in that episode, we talk about how when I get on the phone with buyers, okay, when I get on the phone with buyers, yeah, you're gonna have the entrepreneur, you're gonna have the married woman. I'm talking about Black women, and then you're gonna have the average Black woman. Okay, where you're gonna have the average Black woman, and the numbers are the numbers. Okay, on average, right? The median means you're most likely gonna hit this number, which is around $42,000, between $42,000 to $43,000 That's what the median income for a black woman is, and the median black income for a black man was 44 to 46,000. Like they made like three more thousand right now. That we talked about everything that was going on in there and how it is very important. Just because like today you're like, okay, I'm good, but there's a tomorrow coming, and it's going to really come down to two incomes, right? Not to say, oh, I need somebody to survive or anything like that, but you're going to get, as you get older, you get a little, you have more health scares, you get a little, when the doctor starts talking to you and saying, hey, you need to be on this medicine and that medicine. Now, what? I'm just looking at like everybody we thought were so strong and so big and all everything, and then you just start looking and you're like, whoa, what happened? Now they can't work as much. You feel it. Y'all feel it. Y'all don't want to get up every day. Y'all be sitting at the edge of the bed, like, what am I doing with my life? If you do that now in your 20s and 30s and even 40s, imagine your 50s, 60s, and 70s. So I was just trying to say, like, it would be good if you would cooperate with another human being, put together, and start building wealth together. I was just saying, I mean, y'all just feel like y'all can do everything by yourself. And women can do anything. This is my conclusion. We can do anything, especially black women. We can do anything, but we don't have to do everything ourselves. We can do what men do, but why? That's why I kept saying to myself, but why? I was like, I could hustle hard. I could work from 6 a.m. to 12 a.m., okay, every day. But why? I can do it. Yeah, I can do it. I've done it. But why? Okay? Put but why in the comment section if you if you with me, okay? Hey Levon, Miss McCombs, how are you? She says, and 60. Yep, and your 60s. You don't want to just be working. You may have your strength, but you don't want to be like having to work hard. I'm seeing the teenagers saying that these women are older women at their job, and they're I had to break it down. I was like, yeah, don't talk too much trash about the older women because they have husbands, my dear. There's something you don't have, a husband, and see that was missing in our generation. So I'm trying to bring back husbands and wives. Like it's like y'all bringing them high buns. Anyway, moving on. So that was episode number 1. We talked about that. Episode number 2. If you guys want to check it out, I'm trying to give you a little quick synopsis. Okay, getting out of the money trap. Okay, this is where I go through these episodes. You can find them on. Don't start with me. The thing start working. She said, but why? I love it. Thank you. She said, I sit on the bed every morning wondering. Yes, Miss Lavon. And I'm just like, if we can just, how you can talk to your past self and your future self and, tell your future self, like, look, I want future self to say, Ruth, to today's Ruth, you did a good job. Girl, you did a good job. Better get back in that bed and pull those covers up. Today we're not working, right? I like that option. Actually, I had an experience where I know I've been talking about like my side hustles and all the stuff that I was doing. She said, and I have a husband. I said, that's right. Yes. Cause I was like, I told my daughter, I was like, look, don't say nothing about these ladies. She's like, a lot of, I hear it. I hear younger women say, these older women don't, they just want to stay here. And I'm like, they have husbands and they might be able to use some of that money for themselves, which you cannot say. We got to pay bills with this money. They actually have a husband who can pay the bills. And they're spending money. It's pocket money, right? But everybody's situation is different. But I'm like, don't sleep on the women with husbands, right? Now, it doesn't diminish you if you're a woman and want a husband. I don't know why this generation is like that, but we're moving on. I had an experience where I got to take 10 days off of like going crazy hard and all of that stuff like that. And when I got back to, I just kept saying, I can't. I just got to a point where I was like, I can't run this, that, take care of this and that and that. And I just was like, I can't. I'm not. I got the money to make. I ain't doing it. And I didn't. But when I came back from that break, I was like, ooh, watch me. Ooh. It was fun again. Working was fun. Being at the house was fun. Like, let's say I spend like 5 days straight. I'm in the house. I'm creating content. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm doing real estate. I'm doing all of these things. And I don't want to leave. I'm fine there. Then there's another stretch of time where I can go out and have more energy when I go out, is my point. But if your money's not together, you cannot do that. You have to go here, have to go there, you have to go to work, have to, all the have tos, because your money's not where it needs to be. All right. Now, that was episode number. Thank you for sharing, Miss Lavon. All right, that was episode. So let's go to episode number. Um, they're gonna act up today. Hmm. Do y'all want to see this? Okay. All right, I see it. Getting out the rat race was a good one because we talked about how it was so crazy because after getting out of the rat race, which was a cartoon telling us about how these kids, Robert Kiyosaki wrote a little cartoon and was showing how money works. And basically, what I got from it was money ideas are all around us. We have to implement them and make them work. But by the time this was 9 weeks ago, then my daughter, like right when I was doing it, I believe it. Like if I sow a seed, God blesses me another way. My daughter started making money. Like my daughter was making money like every day, every day, every day, every day. She was making money, and I'm like, oh my god, making money. And then I was like, so where's the tithe? Like, what's going on? And she's like, oh, I gave God what was in my pocket. I said, you need to do better. Okay. You can't give him what, like, don't give him a third of the tithe, right? Give him the whole thing. You cannot outgive God. I gave her the whole blessings. Oh, pour you out a blessing and you won't have enough room for it, right? When the lights on, I can start forgetting stuff. But I do know it. So she said this today. She was like, "Mom, I was like, did you have a good day?" She's like, "Let me count my money." Start counting all these ones, and she was like, "Mom, I'm gonna keep tithing, okay?" Come on, okay. So the blessings come down. Um, Absolutely, yes. So the next show we had was so that was a really good one, and that show um, it really inspired me to say, you know what, I'm going to put my ideas into practice. I'm going to make money, and I'm going to move forward. And that's the only way. It's not to go and work for somebody. It's to create opportunities left and right, and it's okay. Episode number 4: America is broke, living paycheck to paycheck. Okay. And episode number 4, I was mad. I was like, look, I ain't the only one living paycheck to paycheck. I start going in on America in the stats on America living paycheck to paycheck. So the light bell, uh, she said, look, Miss Levine says, absolutely. The light bulb went off in my head and say, Ruth, you could keep coming up on here, and I do the show for a reason because I am very accountable to you guys. So when I know it's about to be the show, child, I just start. I need to track my money. I need to do this. I need to do that, and it pushes. I don't have that boss, so you guys like are the boss. Like I got to get up and show everybody show my work. So that makes me get straightened up. You know what I'm saying? And so when I got to that point, I said enough is enough. I need to take this even more seriously. And the stats were saying that Americans don't have like $300 to if they have an emergency. $300, like they have their paycheck, but they don't have $300 in the bank. Like that's the average that they have. And I start seeing what everybody's saving. I said, look, if I want to be like, I could be like top 10%. You know what I'm saying? Like I could be like top 10%. Just get my emergency fund, or I could be I'm sorry, let me say the top half, okay? I could live like the top half lives. That's my savers. My savers, they know how to save their little dimes and quarters and nickels. I have had a transformation. I started going to the Dollar Tree. I started eating there. I had to take a break because I was like, oh no, like I'm not gonna eat. I don't eat processed food. So when I started eating the processed food, I was like, oh no, we got to change this. But I started making healthier choices. But I started looking at how much a meal can cost because with me and my situation, my children, I could easily spend $40 a day just just getting food, acquiring food. Doesn't matter if I cook it. It don't matter if I buy it. It's going to be a lot, right? So I was like, look, we have to find ways to eat little meals like without spending too much money. And like today, it was a combination of hey, I ate a patty, and then for after that, I spent a total of $20 on dinner. And that was great. Last night we had chicken salads, and that was like, instead of ordering food, um, because of circumstance, I was able to gather all the things for a salad, and it was like the same price. And the mindset is, um, buy once, eat twice, right? Buy once, eat twice. Meaning, if I buy a bunch of stuff at the Dollar Tree, right, and or I buy a meal, like I can go get us a big meal and split it, but if there's so much of it that some of it goes to tomorrow. Now that $25 meal, $28 meal is now 14, and it's a family of four. So my brain works a lot differently. Then I went to the process of trying to put money up after that. It was tough. Oh my gosh, it was tough. And we're going to talk about Dave Ramsey today a little bit. And basically, I was having a hard time putting the money away and not thinking that I should spend it. Like a hard time. And I would just put the money in the bank and I would be right back tomorrow. I know they was tired of me. Finally, I don't have to be like, look, can I have it back? Can I have it back? Like I used to be so bad. But then, like, couple weeks before, I would spend thousands. I would pay bills. I would do all of these things, but it's just like, why can't I hold it? See, America does not have a problem making money. America has a problem managing money. Okay, managing money is what we had to work on. So if you know your numbers, okay, if you know what you're spending, I remember first week I wrote it out by hand. I colored it, and I never did that again. But I found easier ways to do it. So I wrote it all by hand, wrote everything down. At least one good time you got to do that, right? Then I highlighted the different categories, and then I got to see, oh, okay, this is where I'm spending my money. I thought I was spending way more money in gas than I was. It just felt like I was, but I'm really cheap at the gas. I was like, give me another 10, give me another 15, give me another 20. Then finally I was like, you know what? This is not, I just fill it up now. And it feels good. It feels good. Like I don't have to worry about that. It's a constant worry. So it's tying up your mind because you don't want to spend the money on gas. Like I have little cheap ways. Is it just me? Is it just me? Like you're like, oh, I know how to win on gas. I'm just not gonna get that much. Then I'll be right back at the pump 3 times a day. Just because I don't want to spend the money. I'm like, no, no, no. Right. So little cheap ways. All right. So from there, I started putting the money away. And then it was like I was putting the money away and then I would take it out. And then, but I left some in there. So every time it would be a bigger amount, bigger amount, bigger amount. And then I finally hit my goal. I finally hit my goal. But it wasn't like I went from like 60, 70% and went back down to 20%, 30%. And then finally I hit double that number, like above double my goal. So that was like what, 200%. I don't know how that works, but so my point is, people were laughing when I said I don't care if I have to slide 50 cents into my account, I'm going to save money. That was me being stubborn and saying, as stubborn as I am to spend money, that's how stubborn I will be to save money because it's important. It stresses you out once you get to a certain amount. I remember having a panic attack because I would just spend. Not like, I would say it's wrong. The way I was spending was not, I wasn't being accountable. That was the only thing. It wasn't like that. And then I will hold off on things I want to buy. Like I just bought AirPods I wanted them for 2 years and I didn't buy no AirPods. She said, I just told myself I need to manage my money. There you go, Miss Levine. I that's confirmation right there. So 50, 30, 20. If you go back to the old shows, I broke down what I did. I showed even how much I was spending and I put it in like little categories and buckets. And that's how I knew I was spending. But here's the thing. Ooh, so good, so good. Here's the thing. I remember those buckets. 50, 30, 20. So even though I did bad tracking this week, I knew what I spent, and I could ballpark it, how much I'm over, and I bet you I'm accurate. And then I punish myself by saying, this next check, you can't buy nothing you like. You got to replace all of the savings. Then I was just like, F it. I'm just going to focus on save. Forget y'all. I will get there. I will get there. All right. She said, yeah. So this is, like I said, you can find your own way, but check out the last couple of shows, and we broke it down. Okay, so America's broke. That was it. All right. And then I went to your money habits will make you or break you. That's episode number 5. Check that out. You can find all of these episodes are on my YouTube channel. Let's see, if it's money is Ruth Marquise Group. So please make sure you take the time right now and go subscribe to my YouTube page and get it's on YouTube, yeah. It's on YouTube, yeah. Yes. So yeah, that's where you'll find all episodes. If you don't find them, come back and hit me up. I'll let you know exactly where it is. Or if you're my Facebook friend, they're on my Facebook. But please subscribe to my YouTube. Thank you. Now, poor versus rich mindset was episode number 6, right? Um, that's when we learn more about rich people's mindset, and then managing multiple streams of income is we talked about now money now. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, y'all gonna make me. We talked about money that you need today. Then we talked about upcoming money, different streams of income. And what I have come to the conclusion was that now what I do now for my kids, I separate the money. So when we go and eat, boom, this card is for eating. This card is for general expenses, and this account that brings in money is to pay for the car, and these checks pay the housing payment. You see what I'm saying? So I know what each thing is doing, and then I build assets. That's when the rich dad poor dad cartoon came in. He says you got to build different assets. Jamal King, he says he buys a real estate property for every bill. So every time he has a bill to pay, he buys another investment property to pay that bill. You take all of these mindsets, put it all together, put it in a pot, come up with your own plan, and boom, there you go. There you go. I know it works. It works for me because I ain't. I was doing not good. Okay, but I have some. I have some receipts for you today. Just hold on, hold on. Let me finish up this right here. Scared money doesn't make money, meaning you need to invest. And then we did from minimalism to millionaire. I talked about being a minimalist. Now I have like a couple pairs of things. I don't have like a bunch of this, a bunch of that, a bunch of this. I start remixing my things. I start saying, no, stop buying new dresses and new whatever. Just look good with what you had. That's it. They don't want to watch the show because you got the same dress on, then they don't need to be watching the show because you're never going to get where you want to go. When I started looking at my dreams, my goals, putting them right in front of me, I was like, I want to do a lot of ish. Like, I want to do a lot. So I'm going to have to hunker down. Okay. And so minimalism, I started like, okay, I'm gonna remix this outfit and remix that and throw out some things and live leaner, okay, and more simple, right? And it has been definitely working. So let's see. So yeah, that's I just caught you guys up. So every couple of like every 10 episodes or so, we're gonna catch up to what we have been doing, what we have been talking about, so you guys can know which episodes to go to. And like I said, go to Ruth Marquise Group on YouTube and hit the subscribe button, bing, hit the alert button, bing, and we good to go. Now, let's talk about the grades. What did we do this week? All right, let me show you my report card, my financial report card. Let me know how you did this week. My financial report card. Hold on, guys. I'm getting good at this. Watch. Just a swipe it. Swipe it. Come on, swipe it. Come on, swipe it. Come on, Apple products. Don't do this to me. All right, that's fine. Well, let me share my screen with you. Share my screen with you. She said, I got it. Yay. Thank you, Miss Lavon. I appreciate it. Thanks for the sub. Great. So now you have all the episodes. All right. So far. Anybody else want to subscribe? Feel free. Thank you so much. Now, so honestly, you're investing, an hour or so every week on your finances. So you just have a focus. As you watch the show and you do the things I've been implementing, you're going to see yourself grow. Like I'm literally like giving you the game plan and the blueprint. Okay. She said, we'll look at them later. Yes. Just take your time, get some, like sometimes at night when I don't have nothing else to watch, I'll go back and watch those things and get a snack, a glass of wine, all of that. So just take your time, go through it because it's going to be action steps that you have to take. But I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. So, and let me know how just put your comment under to if you have anything like, hey, I liked it. I don't like this part. So we know you saw it. Okay. Now, we were talking about the grades. Let me show you guys my grades. All right. Every week we do on Ruth in the Bag. Yeah. I'm so glad it worked out because I didn't like it at first. All right, let's see. Is this the all right, let me see. Oh. Hold on, I gotta share my screen, but the Apple is being disrespectful for a second. Okay. Um, I think this is gonna work. All right. Let's see. Nope. So it's giving me the screen, but please push it all the way this way. Every episode, not every episode, but when you live, stuff don't want to. Hey, there we go. I got it. Okay, so you gotta do some magic hand motions with Apple when your screen separate. All right, share the screen again. I apologize for that. Here we go, window. All right, cool. I'm gonna give you the how everything's been going, and before like I was going up and down, and now I feel like okay, we're settled. Like we're gonna stay up and to the right. Here we go. So let's see. Where is this? If I can hit it. Why are you report card? Where are you? Here we go. Nope, not it. You just mad. Cause I win. Can't find it. Okay. Can you guys see? I can't quite get it. All right. This is my. I'm gonna just give it to you like this today, because it's really getting on my nerves. My report card was. I got an A in earning because we finished up. We closed on a property, and I did a little bit of side hustle. That was my break ended, so I went back to doing that. So I was proud of myself for doing that. A C in spending because man, I was spending a lot of money. I was like, I never been so like that Amazon thing. That's a whole. I was about to say a whole spirit. Yeah. So spending, but I was spending on. I bought lights. I bought what else I get. Um, I paid for exams. I I needed battery for my camera. There's certain electronic things I had to spend, and it's not like I went and bought clothes or anything. But I just didn't like how I didn't plan it first. That bothered me. But like I said, because I ballparked it, I knew when I was past my 30%, like I'm allowed to spend 30%, but I knew that I did over the 30%. So the way I compensated for that, the very next check, there was no 50, 30, 20. That whole thing went to a bill. It was 90% to the bill, and it was completely paid, and I don't have to worry about it. And listen, be secure, and that's what matters. So I guess if I spent maybe 10 to 20% over the number, I overcompensated it. So it overcompensated. So it was great. Um, Tracking D. So these two things that I got low grades in, all I have to do is track my money again and budget my money again and spend it according to the plan. So when you're spending out of the plan, this is where I'm going to suffer. I'm going to be embarrassed. Like I said, I got a C minus. That's my punishment, but that's okay. um, yeah, and I've been doing good because, and then I haven't been spending a whole lot of money. I've been like under control with food, and then uh, let me show you how the report card on Instagram. I've been like coming up with new ideas, like we're dating, like, hey guys, let's eat Mexican tonight. Let's do this, let's do that, and then we get something big, and we split it up, and it's enough for everybody, and I love it. So I've been spending less money with more interesting food. Uh-huh. Who knew? But I had to come to the grips that look, they're gonna ask me for snacks. They're gonna ask me, stop eating, stop eating. But I have little tricks. So and now I'm tracking. Okay, investing. Finally, I got to some real investing, not researching. Finally, I got to some real investing. I opened up my Forex account. Yay! I need a yay. Yay! Let me write that down. Yay! Oh my gosh, I couldn't get the money out of my Forex account, my other Forex account, fast enough. So I did learn how to request it, and then I started a new Forex account. So I put some money towards my Forex account. So in spending, even though I was spending, some of the spending is like I push myself to buy the things that I kept myself from buying for a long time that will benefit my future, that will motivate me to work. So sometimes spending is necessary, but red light, green light, and I think she said, okay, thank you, Ms. Alon. And red light, green light, so meaning right now is a stop on spending. You're not spending on anything except for like if it's for somebody or giving something that necessary, but I'm not buying anything right now. Right now, I'm just focused getting more money in, and that's that. Okay, but because I put myself, we say pay myself first. Okay, let me take a minute. Hold on one second. Wait, hold on. You know what? Paying yourself first. He says, only buy what you need, not what you want. Yes. So, wait, can I justify what I bought? Okay, wait. Okay, wait. I'm going to say why I bought the AirPod. Watch. So, paying yourself first, meaning I don't care. Rent, mortgage, electric, stop being dramatic. Whatever it is, right? I have to make sure we're good first. I just explained this to my daughter. If I have a lump sum of money, right, and there's a housing payment that's due, there's a car payment that's due, I got to find that money elsewhere because I paid myself first. I put it away. Now, if I cannot find another way to pay it, that's going to be a big L for me to take money out of there. But at least I know I have it times three, times one, times two, if I need it. But something about faith. Ooh, don't bring God into this room. I told God, let me tell you what God. Y'all wanna know what I told God? Let me tell God. I said, listen, God, I've been hustling and everything, and I've been showing that I'll be obedient, but I'm doing things in my own strength. but you're God. I want you to pay the bills. I told him that. I want you to pay the bills. And don't you know, sure enough, about the sure enough, he sent the money to pay a bill that I wanted because I was like, I just want to protect this right here. I want to protect my emergency fund. I want to protect the money that belongs to me and my family. And I want you to bring some other money in. And sure enough, that's what happened. I wasn't supposed to get the money, y'all. I wasn't supposed to get the money. I was supposed to be paid out and I got it. So, and a lot of this is faith. A lot of this is you bumping your head against the wall, you're getting tired. It's the only way we learn. You have to get completely disgusted on how you're living. It's not for me to call you out. You got to do it. And when we're over 25, the only way we learn is horrible things happening to us. I don't want to learn like that no more. I don't want to learn like that no more. He said, Simply Dippy says, those bills aren't going to pay for themselves. Keep an account for your home expenses, your enjoyment expenses, your rainy day expenses, etc. Yep. So the bills are not going to pay themselves. But my point is, I've always put everybody else's financial need before mine. I've always done that. And guess what? I was left with nothing. There was no gold star. There was no great job. There was like, oh, you were supposed to pay that. Oh, that was it. But because I was like, okay, well, what happened? Even if it was a delay, even if I have to work extra, even if I had to be a little stressed out, how can I generate more money over here so I keep money over here? Because I need to pay myself first. So my mindset completely shifted and I pay myself first now and forevermore. I will pay myself because now I learned something, a word called security. I'm a spender. I wasn't a saver, but now I'm a saver. So it sounds so silly, simple, and so rudimentary, so whatever. But America's not doing it. I told you, America's broke. We paycheck to paycheck. They fire you. You know where times we're living in right now? They could lay you off at any moment. They planning on laying off people. That is what they want to do. So if you watch this and then you actually set money aside, just like when that time I had the buyer and I said, yes, they're giving out a grant. I still want you to save $10,000. Ruth, but it's hard. I know. Do it anyway. They took the grant away from her for one day, short. One day out of control, and she was still able to buy a house because she listened and she still had her 10 grand to buy the home. So what I'm saying to you, you don't know why you're watching, you don't know why you're doing this, but if you are able to put away emergency fund, you don't know what's going to come tomorrow, and it could be your lifeline. All right, so that's it. So back to my grade. Oh, my grade, Lord. Here we go. The last one. Okay, so investing. I got myself together on Forex. Okay, I'm going to teach myself Forex. I'm going to invest my money. It's going to be all good. And I've seen somebody turn $100 into a $2,000 account. All right, I seen them do it right in my face. Let me charge this up. Right, and so I was like, well, yeah. I mean, that's every time you get some money, don't you feel like you need to flip it or you want to flip it? That's how you flip it. It's Forex, but it's a skill. Let me charge this up, guys. No, don't do that. Hold on. Yeah, I can't charge. I'm sorry, guys. It's one or the other. I can't. The phone is not gonna work. So all of my Instagram people, I just lost Instagram, but they're gonna figure it out. I gave them how to get the show some other way. All right, what we got? She said nothing happened, but I'm at that point. I know, Miss Levon, don't you feel like at this point I don't want to learn the hard way anymore? She said, and something must change. Yes, I don't want to learn the hard way anymore. I want to learn the easy way. I don't want to learn the hard way anymore. I want to learn the easy way. I've been through enough ups and downs. I'm at a point in my life where I'm trying to detect the problem before it happens. I'm trying to Sniff it out before it happens and be prepared. I know, like when you look at your life, you're like, dang, this and that and this. Well, how many fires can I have at the same time? And I was like, but let me tell you something. I'm a. It's kind of crazy. I'm like, since I don't have it all, I'm gonna play chicken. Whoever, listen, whoever comes at me with the sword fast, I'm like, at least I got it to give it to them. Like, all right, come on, here you go, right? Ugh. But if you have nothing, you have no equipment to work with. You're defenseless. You have to defend yourself financially. You have to defend. Nobody taught us this stuff. All right. So yeah, that's how important an emergency fund is. And then there's another thing. My emergency fund, I'm going to put it away in a high yield savings account. So I can't touch it. But there's another savings account. I have to have probably like three. One at the other bank. That's how I know I'm doing bad. Right? If I have to drive to the other bank, there's no car. It has to be between business hours. And then there's one where I was sliding money away. You know why I was spending money? Because I kept sliding it, transfer. I look at all in transfer. I'm like, oh Lord, I transfer a lot of money. But if I move the money out of there, I can't transfer no more. I can't spend no more. But if I have money that, like, there are real emergencies where you can't, like after 6 o'clock, you need to be able to slide that money over and handle it. So that's what I'm going to do. A high yield emergency savings account, that's going to be gone. Can't touch it. Then there's going to be another amount that's going to be in the bank where I can go get it in broad daylight if I come up with something that I like. I'm just out of money. But that is like only dire circumstances. But then there's going to be another savings account, and then there's going to be an account where I'm putting my side hustle money in, other checks in, other income in, and that's where I'm going to be using that kind of money, the daily money. Okay, because like I said, once you start putting things in different pots, you can't touch it for this reason, can't touch it for that reason. You start to become a resource to yourself. What? You see these smiles? You become a resource to yourself and to others. Don't ask me. I ain't got it. You gotta ask my kids. Right? Now, the how you doing yourself and all that you are teaching yourself, you can apply that to the kids. So now my kids are gonna have an emergency fund. That's their own money my daughter's gonna take her business money and put in her emergency. She's gonna have her own emergency fund, right? I tell her what's up, right? And then I'll have a account that I'm saving for her. I got another daughter who needs a big purchase. She's gonna have faith that I'm gonna come through when she needs me. She's saving her money too. So I don't do the show for no reason. Like if I get blessed, if I'm a blessing, then my family gets blessed. So I am here making sure strangers are good, and then God blesses my family, my teenage and adult family. Watch, even the little boy probably gets some money somewhere. All right, moving on. So yeah, I got an A for savings, and that is it for my report card. So let's look at the report card again. I can't quite move things along. I don't know why it's being like this, being disrespectful. Oh, okay, here you go. Found it. I bought a cord for my camera, so my picture is gonna be clear. Like I bought some. These were some business needs. Okay. Let me touch on that a little bit. So you guys, I don't know if you want to start a business or not. Y'all see this A, and then for the financial DP, I got B minus for the week. Okay. I'm sorry, it was for two. The last time we did the show was like 3 weeks ago. So a lot has changed, and I'm proud of myself. Yay. Yo, man. All right. So that is that. So now let me tell you. So let me give you receipts. You don't believe me? You don't have to. Let's look at the receipts. I'm going to give you what I can give you. I can't show you everything. I can't give you all. Like, I'm not a YouTuber that's going to be like giving you my account numbers and stuff like that. That's not the point. That's not going to help you. That's mine. Like, it's not for you. I need to do things that's going to actually help. right? Let's switch this how we present it to stop the screen. All right, I'm going to share another screen with you. Okay, let's check this out. Okay, you ready? Come on this ride with me. Who else is here? Hey. Yes, I agree. Something must change. Oh, you know what? I didn't highlight you, Mama. Yes. You ain't gonna believe me. They're like, who's she talking to? There you go, Mr. Bond. There you go. There you go. All right. Now, do y'all see this? Let's see. Okay, let's start with this. Let's start with this. Paying yourself first. When you pay yourself first, right? And maybe, like, I don't know your financial situation. You may be able to get that third check, right? If you really do 50, 30, 20 um, faithfully, you'll find some extra money and stop spending. You'll find extra money. And when you get your income tax, you can start making moves. But when I get like that, that means something hit me. I'm telling you, $2, $5, 50 cents, $20, $50. You do it now when you don't have a lot. Do it now when you don't have a lot. When you do it now, they was laughing at my 50%, but I surpassed the people that were laughing. I surpassed them. I know. So that's what you have to do. Start with 50 cents. I don't care. Start with doing a side hustle. I don't care. You'll get the money. Just keep moving forward. Every single day is another opportunity to make more money. Every single day is another opportunity to make more money. So go find those apps where you can make the money. All right, here we go. When you pay yourself first, you pay yourself usually via automatic savings before you do any other spending. In other words, you are prioritizing your financial well-being. You put you paying yourself first means you're putting your future financial being first. First. And then you pay your bills. That's what Robert Kiyosaki taught me years ago. I never put it into practice. I'm like, what is he talking about? I can barely do this. I can barely do that. He says, we're going to take 30% and we're going to save in an account. And you tell us the amount we're short. If we're short on our mortgage, we're going to go hustle and we're going to pay that amount. But this is the amount that we want to put first. And that formula, I am a witness, that works. That works. So pay yourself first, okay? Now that was from Wells Fargo. All right, pay yourself first means, it's another one. Hopefully y'all can see this well. That you should pay your own savings and investment accounts first. You are paying your future self by saving for your long-term needs and expenses. For example, paying yourself can include putting money into your retirement accounts, 401k, and Roth IRA, right? Does paying yourself create wealth? By paying yourself first before others, you are building the habits and discipline it takes to gain peace of mind. With an emergency fund, save for purchases and trips and invest for long-term wealth. Okay. What is the 50-20-30 rule? 50-30-20 is an easy budgeting method that helps you manage your money effectively, simply, and sustainably. This is what I use. After-tax incomes, or divide your after-tax income into 3 spending categories: 50% for needs, meaning for bills, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings or paying off debt. Okay, that's what I use. I also found a way to get 10% in there for tithe and to throw in an offering. All right, so that's that. We did that. This is proof, receipts. It says you're growing your wealth. Mint. Oh my gosh. Y'all should see what Mint can do. Hold on. I would highly suggest that you get on to mint.com, mint.com, and let them track your money. All right. So it says you're growing your wealth, your money, you're moving your money in the right direction. This can help you get ahead of your financial goals. It says in the past 3 months, talking about me, you grew your money 367%. That's progress worth celebrating. All right. Pay yourself by putting some of this extra cash into savings or towards debt. Okay, so that's that. And then this is why I say I did okay with spending this year. I mean, this month. It says I spent 30% less, 30% less this month. All right. All right. Why did it kick me out though? Hold on, guys. So as you can see, I felt that I was spending less. I felt that I only did what was necessary. So I mean, I always do, but at the same time, I broke it down even more, even more. I'm gonna log into my Mint. I hope they don't ask me for like 3 different verifications and all that. In the meantime, while that's happening, I wanted to talk to you guys about high yield savings. So now that I hit the goal of so what I did was I took the money from my savings account. I mean, I kept putting money into my savings account that is separate from my regular bank. Okay, I have to literally drive 10 minutes to go get the money. It has to be 9 to 5. It's closed on Sundays. So there was some rules. There was some separation. Thank God. Like last 3 weeks, I haven't touched the money at all. Right? Even though I dwindled it. But whatever was left, it was some left in there. It used to be my everything. And now it's just, it just comes out. So I left it alone and I learned how to leave it alone, which was the goal. And then what did I do? The next thing, okay, so now that I hit the goal for emergency fund, I'm going to slide $1,000 over, and I'm going to put it in this high yield savings account. But I didn't know which one was a good, like, how do you determine it? So I did my research, and basically, once you hit this goal, okay, because when I got on here, like I said, I was sliding 50 cents in. But now that we hit our target, past our target, we're about to double it, close to doubling it. Thank God, by the grace of God. Um, um, da, 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 Now we gotta know what to do with it. Can't just have money just sitting there doing nothing, right? Except for your emergency fund. So this is that says best savings accounts rate. So basically, the easiest way I can explain this is you go to these online banks and you just find the highest APY, right? And what is it? Um, that'll be $40. If you leave it in there, you'll make $40 for the year. 4%, 4.5, 4.05 APY, right? So you just find the top three. Just figure out of the top three what's the best rate. Okay, so that is your goal. And then if you're with somebody, y'all can do it together. Like, okay, let's do this together. You could do one together, and then you can say, "Wow, we done it. Now let's go do." I can do it individually for myself. All right. So that was a high yield savings account. And then the last thing was I wanted to talk about what's the last thing? Next, I wanted to talk about like how cool mint.com is. Okay. I'm gonna show you how cool and how I don't have to write everything down anymore. right? And that is going to be great because I spend my time doing things that spend my time doing things that help me like bring more money in. Bring more money in. I had everything set up and then it logged me out. I apologize. You're a goal getter. Yay. All right. Overview. Let's see. Mhm. Almost there, guys. And that's what I learned to like sit in the thing and like literally like take some time out. Don't move until you figure it out. Don't get up until you're done. And you have to have that kind of mindset. All right, let me show you guys my spending over time. Y'all want to be into my business? You want to get in my business? Let's get in my business. Let's get in my business. All right, here we go. I know some people watch me do that, but hopefully it helps. Let's switch this up. Last time that I shared my budget with you guys on one of the shows, I showed exactly how much came in and how much I showed exactly how much I spent, and I broke down the 50, the 30, and the 20 in the different color coded columns. So you'll find that as you go through. Share screen. Here we go. So my spending. This is what Mint can do. What I've been having this for a long time and I never took advantage of it, but now I need it. Okay. So as you can see, I was surprised, like, oh my God, you don't know how much money I spent. And I had to go and pay all these bills, child. Like it was crazy. So I spent in October $5,397. And then $3,778. And then it's been a week. It's been a week. And I spent $952. But what had happened was I had to pay my housing payment. So what? I really just spent $100. Okay, a little bit. I don't know, something like that. All right, but yeah, I didn't spend that much, but I did spend a lot. Last month more on stuff, but this month the reason why it's so high in October, I was doubling up. I was paying double. All right. See, so you paying double, you behind, you catching up, and then you kind of like this is around the rate I spend, and then now I can tweak it and try my very best. I can see the numbers say, "Ooh, let me try to stay under $3,700," which I can because what have I done? I told you guys I took my son out of daycare. I am, working with him, and I'll put him in when I have appointments. But other than that, I'm saving $800 right then and there. So the biggest way to save money is your housing payment. And if I didn't do this process, I wouldn't know this. But the housing payment, your car payment, and housing payment, car payment, and then my next biggest bill was daycare. So because I did this process and I wrote everything down, that's how I knew that was my next biggest bill. I couldn't change the other two, so I changed the daycare bill, and that brought things down significantly. Okay. All right. So that is one thing you can do with them. Let me see what the next thing I want to show you guys. There was something else that I wanted to show you. Oh, by category. Check this out. This is so good. What? So good. So good. Okay. Now let me do the last 30 days. I'm not gonna do all right. All right, so it breaks down to $3,778 for you. If you guys find this interesting, please let me know. All right, here we go. Do you see the spending? It just showed you that it was 3,778, right? So you can go each month and you can start seeing this. If you go back to not the very first show, but the first show, Money Habit show, I color coded, I use highlighters to do this thing that the computer did for me. Okay? And I made a point this time. Stop. I was spending cash. I was going to the bank, spending the cash, trying to write it down, all that. And I was like, I'm not tracking well. So it's better that the computer tracks it for me. My debit card tracks it for me. Check this out. So this 1420, that was, I think this was like $38. Let me see. Hold on. What did I do? How much did I pay out? Let me see. All right, let me go with the shopping. So I spent uh, $600 on shopping. Now, I think my budget was, if I'm not mistaken, 540 to $510. So that's ballparking it from my head. You see, I spent 600. What I said? What was this? What did it say? What was it? 640. This is going on. Hold on now. I just missed one thing. The whole thing was for. All right. Let's do this again. I'm going back to trends. Is this interesting? Like, do you like the program? Like how they can basically tell you what you've been spending your money on so you can tighten up. It's not just looking at it. It's the fact that after you look at it, then you got to say, how can I make this a smaller number? That's when your creativity starts to kick in. Okay, that number was 605, and I told you that I was 510. 510. I was buying ebooks. I was trigger fingers. I was like, chill. But I only went $100 over. I think that's pretty good. All right, so the next one is, let me bring it back to that screen for you. I love this chart. Okay. This is bills and utilities, food and dining. I used to think my food bill was stupid big, and I found a way to make it smaller. Okay, this is 570. That's like what, two, 576 is, there's more on a different card. This is just one account. Um, but that's about 180, something like that, 180 a week. 180 or 170 a week. Bills, gifts and donations, 300, that's more than that. What is this purple? Oh, auto, that's more than that. So yeah, it's not actually as accurate, uncategorized. That probably was. Look, this is all the money I took out. All the transfers, I lost track. But I know where it went because I can just go to the amount and say this was this, that was that, that was that. You know, it was car and rent. Car and rent. All right. You said yes, thank you for responding. Yes. So this is what it does. So you take your spending and you now you can look at it and you can determine where can I cut down. For example, okay, go back. That's cash ATM. How can I stop using the cash in ATM? How can I take the money? Maybe you can take the money directly out the account so you can keep track of where it's going. How can I cut down on food and dining this month? Okay, how can I, you know, fast food purchase with cash back? How about I have cash, so I don't go cash back, so I won't miss where that money went. But yeah, I kept these numbers as low as I could. $32, groceries. And that was like me a lot of times just going to the grocery store, grabbing some groceries here and there, trying to buy directly what we needed. Okay. So that's that. All right. With that being said, I'm gonna move on. I don't want to be labor the point, but y'all get where we're coming from. Thanks for the hearts, guys. Um, so this is why I am doing it. I'm trying to do the baby steps, as many as I can do. So let's listen to Dave Ramsey, who is the financial expert. But one thing, I'm gonna tell you one more thing about paying yourself first before I move on, is My credit went up, and I couldn't do it without having money in the bank. I had things I needed to advance, licenses to pay, business bills. Can't do it without money in the bank. You're just when you don't have a cushion, everything is a crisis. I remember when Netflix was a crisis. No, not Netflix. They made my account negative. I used to keep no money in there. It's a change of mindset. There's an abundance. Just you got to put your mind to it and you got to grab it and hold on to it. Now, when you feel like you're in abundance, you're as a woman, you're gonna want to work more. We don't work well from a place of desperation. I'm just gonna tell you. I learned that from myself. I don't work well when I have to do it. I work from a better place when I'm being creative and I get to do it, but I don't have to do it. And that's where it puts you. It puts your mind at ease so you can create. And I know for a fact that I make more money when I am at ease and I can create, not when I'm in grind mode. Grind mode is temporary. It's for today. Grind. And then I gotta stop and then create for tomorrow. That's just the way it works for me. All right, here we go. Baby steps.
So all of that started to formulate after a few years of teaching in various settings and what became Financial Peace University. It used to be called Life After Debt. And it started becoming what we now call the baby steps. The interesting thing is that now the baby steps have gone into the Total Money Makeover book, which has sold almost 10 million copies.
I think I bought it.
And they have become the proven plan, the shortest distance between where you are now and wealth. Where you are, if you live like no one else later, you can live and give like no one else. What is the shortest distance? And we need a path to run on because the way you eat an elephant, it's overwhelming. Do I do my 401k with the match or my kid's college? Or do I have an emergency fund? Or do I pay on this 18% credit card debt? And nothing gets done. You get paralysis of the analysis. You get frozen.
Absolutely. And these baby steps have worked for me. They've worked for millions. And it's really simple. If you do it, they work. And it all starts with baby step one, having this foundation.
Can I tell you another secret? Can I tell you? I have been doing very hard things because I was focused on this. And this was my priority. And I thought it was impossible in the beginning. Just like I thought losing the weight would be impossible. Look at me, right? Just take one problem and attack it from all angles. I'm able to literally something as simple as getting all of the alarms on my phone to delete them. I couldn't do that. I was just attention deficit all over the place. But I'm just like, eat that elephant one bite at a time. Take a break. Do this, do that. In one sitting, I got all of that done. It just gave me laser focus and confidence in myself that I can do anything. And I'm just seeing every project come together now. Just because how you do anything is how you do everything. So you have success in one part of your life, you'll have success in other parts of your life. Back to your program.
Maybe $1,000 for a starter emergency. This is just a small buffer between you and life.
This is number one.
We start tackling the debt.
Exactly. And if you have $1,000 already, great. Just set that aside. That's your baby step one. Any money you have that's not retirement, anything you can sell that is not retirement, you're going to liquidate. If it's not retirement, you got some stock over here that grandpa left you. You got a gold bar under your bed. I don't know what it is, but you got any money that's above $1,000. Maybe you got $10,000 in a savings account. That's $9,000 you got that you don't need past baby step one. We're going to put it all on baby step two. And baby step two is the famous one. That's the debt snowball, where you list your debts smallest to largest. You pay minimum payments on everything but the little one, and you attack the little one with a vengeance. Side note, baby step one should not take you more than 30 days. Maximum.
The devil is a lie. Took me more than 30 days. It was about 30 days. Child. I was a little hard headed, but thank God. I think around 30 days. But in my mind, I've been trying since week 1. And we on week 10, child. That's 2.5 months. Yeah, but now we good. We good. We good. All right, back to this. But it's okay. My point is, it's okay. When you reach the finish line, it doesn't matter how long it took. You can do it. I'm so excited about this next step. I'm going to the next
You
step.
work extra, sell some stuff, have a garage sale, put the kids on Craigslist, whatever you got to do here. Let's get it done. And we're gonna get busted into this. Get $1,000 quick. Maybe step 2, you should be debt free, but your house. Now you may have to sell the stupid boat. You may have to take an extra job. But most people that have followed the Total Money Makeover baby steps in Financial Peace University are debt free inside of 2 years.
Yeah, and that's with
big, 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 big. So the next step is list your debts. I think he says from smallest to largest or largest to smallest, whatever, and start on the smallest one and start paying it off, paying it off, paying it off. That is next thing I want to do. I am tired of who's that, where's that? Like, no, we need to start paying those things off, and you can do it. You have the foundation to stand on. You're not really worried about emergencies. That's what the emergency fund is for. So now you can take all your extra money that you had been saving and you can put it into this debt snowball. I believe in you.
Doing it with some gazelle intensity, like you talk about in Financial Peace University. But once you pay off all that debt, now you freed up all those payments, right? You have that income.
Think about what it'd be like to have no payments but a house payment. Wow.
Breathing easy. And then we can move on to baby step 3, where we save 3 to 6 months of expenses in a fully funded emergency fund. This is the final buffer where we say we're never going back in debt because we are the bank now.
Yep. Grandma's rainy day fund. Why? It's going to rain. Dave, you need to be positive. I'm positive. It's going to rain. You need to be ready when crap happens. There's a pandemic coming around every corner. There's something coming. And if you have $20,000 cash in the bank, 3 to 6 months of expenses, whatever it is, and you have no payments, you are the third pig in the 3.
All right. So this is what I would say. A lot of people do step number 2 and step number 3 at the same time because they want more security. So if you feel like I just want to get through this debt payment part, that's fine. Or you can decide to do both. I'm going to save some. I'm going to pay. Save 100, pay 100. Save 100, pay 100. I like that one better because you're continuously getting to that $20,000, but you're also paying another $20,000 off at the same time. It might take you longer, but you feel more secure because now instead of $1,000, you have $4,000, $8,000, $20,000 in the bank. But at least every time the money comes in, you know exactly what to do with it. With that being said, we're going to talk more about the baby steps. I want to go into more detail. I want to learn more and grow more. But getting debt free, that's like a 2-year journey. You heard it, right? But in reality, a lot of people saying that's true. But when they say they're going debt free, they're like taking like 18 jobs to just pay everything. And, that's another journey. But get to the emergency fund first, pay yourself first. I'll just give you a sneak peek of what's coming soon. I want to get us over the humps that we have. Thank you guys so much for watching. Ruth and Vag. Yeah. Please, please, please make sure you share this video with your friends. You can rewatch it. You can take notes. You can do whatever you need to do. I'm going to do my homework. You can go do yours. And we're going to see you at the next level. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.